All right, we're back underway on YouTube now. We have half an hour until the next game, and we will be. I'm planning to basically do 27-0 throughout that time. We'll try the new version of it. We'll get into with about 10 minutes to go. We'll get into sort of previewing the second game. But damn, bro, damn, what a game of footy. I thought Healy had completely won it. I thought Healy had absolutely won it for the Warriors when he scored that try. I thought, there we go, game, set, match. He's had his moment. That's the one that's going to be on the headlines. And yet, Cobbo just offered a pass that was absolutely terrible. Frankly, it found the ground. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus. What a game of footy. What a game of footy. I'm putting up my post, so just sit tight. But, geez, that's a generationally good game of footy. You know how in the off-season they play classic matches? That's a game that will be a classic match for years to come. Absolute years to come. They'll be showing that one. Second versus third, what more could you want in terms of a clash between those two sides? That's brilliant. Second consecutive day where the next stream has not rolled on. Something to think about. Hasn't it? Sorry, did it not automatically go from one to the next? Sorry, I will fix that then. I must have forgotten to add that in as an aspect. Hang on. Let me I can fix that quite easily. Hang on, I'm trying to find the way to fix that up. Because that's really bad. Like that's massive. It has worked for me previously, but it didn't work today. Mine booted me to a Kit Boga video. The hell? I must have forgotten to put in the link for the next one. I must have forgotten to put in the link for the next. Yes, I did. I did. Damn it, we had like 80 viewers there as well. That sucks. Okay, well, anyway, it will work for this one. It will work for this one. That's my mistake. That's my mistake, not YouTube's. Damn, that sucks. Anyway, whatever. We move. We move. What's a good song? Can I have any song recommendations for Finns beating Warriors? SJ's so stoked that it was such a good game. Yeah, and he'd be devastated from a Warriors perspective. You know, he'd love them. He'd love the Warriors team. Most of them he still played with, but like, Jesus. Who wins, Viking Clap or Viking Row? I don't know what Viking Row is. I'm just going to go with the best because the game is absolutely the best. I love SJ as a commentator, bro. How can you not love SJ as a commentator? Here is one. Sorry, here is one. What? This is my last game for today. I have to go to the Battle of Brookvale, sadly. All good. No stress. See you later. I'm going to write, this sport is the best thing in the world.
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get.
Thank you, Dean.
Hello, Mr. Dylan Bondar Leaguie. Thoughts on the beautiful day that you slept through?
I don't know because I slept through it. But I did sleep through it. Damn, that's really annoying that it didn't go from one stream to the other. It will though. It will though for this one anyway. It will though for this one. I can't believe... I'm going to take some serious processing as to how good that game was. One game of 38. Oh, yeah, we'll start with that. We'll start with that. By the way, I just want to say, we had Luke Keary in the commentary for that game. We've now got Cooper Cronk and Jabbery Hargraves on the panel for Super Saturday. The Roosters fan in me being absolutely, fundamentally pandered to. Haha, you want a song? They call him Flipper. Yes, I should have gone with Flipper. I should have gone with that. No, anyway. I've already posted it. Thoughts on Cody's strip before halftime? I don't have any, like, particular thoughts on it. Is 38-0 a typo or another sport? It's another sport. It's Premier League. I'll give it a go just once. I have played it before. It is soccer related, so it's not rugby league, but we'll go with ratings and stats hidden. Only names and positions for real football fans. That's me. I like playing a 4-3-3. I always play a 4-3-3. This is for the Premier League enthusiasts. This is not the version that I played earlier. Anyway, Crystal Palace 2018. It's got to be Zaha. It was really the only player out there that was all right. Oh, Loftus-Cheek might have been all right. I'll put Zaha on the left. Not enjoying 38-0-0 so far, but anyway. Aston Villa 2015. It's going to be Grealish because there really wasn't many more players around there. Yeah, we'll go with Jack Grealish. Not a start that we wanted though. Where's Jack Grealish? He's here somewhere. He's here. He's here. I know he's here. There he is. Centre mid. Leicester City 2022. A slightly better side, but we're not getting the players that I used to get. No Mahrez or Kante around that late. I'll go Ricardo Pereira at right back, actually. I don't want to waste striker on Vardy, although he's very good. Spurs 2018, Kane striker. Hell yes. Hull City 2015, what the hell, bro? Hull 2015. Andy Robertson. That's actually really good. That's really good. Are we saying high scoring or a controlled grind? This game, I think will be high scoring. I think this game will be high scoring. Palace 19. Gaisha was okay. Sako was okay. I'll probably take Sako at centre back. Not good. Not good. I wonder if it was just that season in particular, though, because like Robertson would not have been good. Norwich 2016. No, okay, this is absurd. The teams I'm getting are redonkulous. What the hell? I ain't going 38-0-0 with this. I'll go Redmond. I don't want to go Redmond, but he's the only decent player that was in the side. Arsenal 2015. Great. Now we get a decent side, but it was them very much not at their best. It will be Özil. There it can. Have you done something to your window sizing? It looks off. Yes, I made it smaller so you can see the whole screen. But I'm yet to make sort of an update to this scene because this one doesn't look good. I want to do something where it makes it look a bit more professional. United 2016, probably De Gea in goal. He was brilliant that season. Rooney. Yeah, I'll go Rooney. Centre mid, actually. Arsenal 2019, check. Best Premier League goalkeeper ever, as far as I'm concerned. One more centre back, Gabriel or Saliba. I'll go Saliba. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. What were the ratings? 80. Hull City 20. So Hull City 2015. Robertson was only rated 69. So I got the best ratings. Oh, Czech was only 82. So it is in that season then. That makes sense. That makes sense. We overperformed. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But that's not the one that I was doing. There was another one where you get just better teams normally. Is it this? No, it wasn't this. Or it might have been. Yeah, we'll try this one. And then we'll go back to Rugby League. Big Six mixed. Yeah, we'll do that. Because that's a bit more... I guess fun. Wrong website. It's app.com. .app. This so super duper doesn't look like it. One of the top track sites in the world. Nope, definitely not. That ain't the one. That ain't the one. Can you maybe send me a link? 38-0 app. Oh, this one. Okay, this is good. This is good. We'll do this. Yeah, this is the one that I was playing. I'm gonna go 3-4-3 because I don't think there's many good fullbacks really. We'll go with no rerolls, ratings hidden. Yeah. Oh no, we'll go normal one reroll, but player overalls off. Oh yes, I'm gonna make it 2000s onwards. Prime mode. Yep, like this. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is what we want. I'll make it bigger, though. Can you time out WTF for absolutely no reason? I'd rather not. Rather not. Liverpool 0203. Chris Kirkland. Well, that feels like one that we maybe have to go with due to the name. There we go. That's good. Why are we trying to scam Leaguie with dodgy websites? I don't know. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. Is this pre-Gerrard? I'm going to say it wasn't. Carragher's there. Oh, no, Gerrard. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Hell yes. Centre mid. Prime Steven Gerrard is a brilliant start. Southampton 13-14. I don't want to use a reroll straight away, and they were okay the year after that. Dejan Lovren might not be the worst shout. Luke Shaw, actually, I think is probably the go. Because his come away has been quite good in the end. Just making sure I'm not missing anyone else. Lallana, I'm going to pick Luke Shaw in at centre-back. It's not the worst thing. I should have gone left centre-back, but anyway. I didn't think that they discriminated. Burnley 2017-18. Ugh. Damn. Well, look, it is the players in their prime. Ben Mee is okay. Oh, Tarkowski. I'll go Tarkowski. Tamalolo has a record for most one-point margin games played. He's been in 26, one more than DCE. There we go. I have been at one of the games that was a one game separate, one game margin. So I just found out that Tana Penatani was born in Canberra. I didn't know that. Birmingham 0910. Are you serious, bro? Birmingham. What am I supposed to do with this? We started with prime Steven Gerrard, by the way. Joe Hart. That works. I feel like we're just getting away with some here. United 11-12. Okay, that's way better. Gonna be Scholes midfield. Really, the only other better ones would be De Bruyne and Lampard. Tempted to go Rooney instead. He'll be here, yeah. Rooney. I think Rooney striker. You just take that. Vidic centre-back is good. I'm taking Rooney striker. Sorry, Panatani is just telling an emotional story here. Jeez. She's talking about her dad being killed on Fox. Wow. Sorry, this has got me a little bit rattled here. I don't know if any of you are watching Fox League, but wow. Damn. Really sad, low-key, what a story. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. For sure. Can you name the NRLW player who grew up in Launceston? Not a clue. Not a clue. We'll go. Balepa's okay. Milner, though. I'll stick him on the right. Oh, no, they're wing-backs. Why are they wing-backs? They should be right and left mids. Centre mid, sure. Oh, she's married to Aaron Gray. I didn't know that. Oh, of course, Panatani Gray. I didn't know it was Aaron Gray, though. What did she say? That her dad had been killed when she was 12 years old. I thought they said Jamie Chapman. That's so funny. Birmingham 0405. Yeah, I want to do one where it's just the good teams. Yeah, none of those are doable. Jermaine Pennant, I know as a player. I think that's the only name that I know from these ones. So, gonna go with him on the right wing. Jeez, yeah, that's rattling. Liverpool 0910. We'll go with Jamie Carragher, surely. Let's send in him. Carragher centre back. We've still got left and right wing backs to do, which I'm not happy about. I wanted them to be left and right mids. Probably should. Oh, when you can pick Harry Kewell, you pick Harry Kewell. Although, yeah, Reese was okay. I'll pick him left wing back. She's such a leader as well. I love Tiana Penitani. Hull City 16-17. Oh. Oh. That's a reroll. I could have got Annie Robertson there probably. Villa 0304. What the hell? Who are any of these guys? Bruv. I don't know how good Delaney is, but I've just picked him there. And Song Heung-min's a good ending there. 85 overall. Could have been a hell of a lot better. Manager. Arson. I'll take that. Third. Projected finish. Well, this is a bit of fun. 3-4-3 has wingbacks. 4-3-4 is the one with mids. No, but Oh, okay. Right. But I thought it would be left and right mid and then left and right wing. That's the way it is in FIFA, at least. You don't know Nobby Solano? Not a clue, brother. Not a clue. I like this ad of the person, the Vodafone girl, standing in a fountain for some reason. And having coins thrown at her. I don't get it. We'll go back to rugby league. All due respect. All due respect. This was fun. It got to show a little bit of ball knowledge, but a bit slow. We might have won the league here, honestly. Yeah, hell yeah. Verified, legit, server checked, not a fake. I don't think anyone was saying it was a fake. Damn. Hell yeah. What were the ratings? Pretty good. Okay, Delaney I picked kind of well. Reese, yeah, that's better than I thought he was going to be. I'm happy with that. Well, look, we can't go much better than that, can we? 0 ball knowledge and you grew up in Europe. Check the scoreboard, bro. Won the league. Won the league with no ratings visible. Just saying. I hate those ads. It started with the one where the Telstra people are chasing her. So bad, so cringe. Fix this, Peter. It's Peter's fault. You know what's funny? When you said fix this, Peter, I thought, Peter Griffin? What do you mean? That's hilarious. Of course you don't have ball knowledge. You support Sunderland. Hey, I'm sorry. Am I the one that bought a Sunderland jersey for their son? Yes, I know you mean PVR. I know you mean PVR. Let's do the not the 27-0 Cast Patrol, but the other one. Reckless Ollie wanted me to give it a go. No ratings, no stats, just names. Let's do it. I know that the ratings are different here, so it's going to be maybe a little bit of a struggle. Roosters 2000s. Okay, so it's an era, not a year. Braith Anastakis. Bro, guys, bit try hard. We'll go, Freddie Fittler. Where is he? Do I need to look through 280 players to find Fittler? Can I not just... Okay, good. I can control F. Pick him at, I'll pick him at center. Can you name the current NRL player who was nicknamed Chin and is a Kiwi? He has not made his rep debut and is a forward. He also lived in America for a year until he got a contract to his current team that he plays for. Nothing comes to mind. No. Chin. Alec McDonald. Is he a Kiwi? I mean, I'm assuming that he's... if there's a forward named Chin, it's got to be him. It's called being a good dad, putting your son's interests above his own. I think maybe that giving your son a Sunderland jersey is almost negligent parenting. Eels 2000s. We'll go with Menzies. There really should be just a search feature. Back row. Is Tamalolo going to be the most capped Cowboy ever? That's so cool. St. George Dragons 90s. I'm not so good with pre-2000s. Well, really pre-NRL era, I would say. Fitzgibbon was Illawarra Sealers. And this is specifically St. George Dragons. not St. George Illawarra Dragons. I'm just going to go until I see a name I know. G. Tallis. I know that name. It's his 300th game. He already is. This is his 300th. I see. Well, that's good. Congratulations to him. Sorry, but a nicknamed Kiwi being Chin is Cleary. No other Kiwi-born player has a chin like him. If it's Alec McDonald, then he does. I hate to break it to you. Ooh, we got 3 rerolls. I'm tempted to use it on Western Suburbs Magpies. They weren't the most outstanding. I'm thinking of, yeah, Hodgson. Probably Hodgson on the wings to play, I reckon. There's 125 players eligible. I'm nearly actually through them. I have a little look. If not, yeah, we'll go with Hodgson. This is a very different style one. It just gives you so many players. So it's just slower. Oh, that was very loud. Before I do a team of the month, should I do a team of Pride Month? Just a lineup of publicly out players. Are there enough? I swear there's only 2. Isn't there? Cronulla Sharks 2010's Gallen. Easy. Paul Gallen in at the front row. This is, I mean, a brilliant side so far, but I think it's quite easy to get a good side when it's just whole eras. We'll go with Fitzgibbon. Lock or prop? Oh, only because I've covered the back rows. Yeah, I'll stick him in a prop. St. George Dragons 90s again. I'll re-roll this. We've got 3 re-rolls. Rabbitohs 2000s. Was Sam Burgess? No, he came later. English definitely came later. I don't want to pick Sutton at 5/8. 204 players. It's too many. Too overwhelming. Give me a more simple decision. I guess as well, if you're doing it with ratings on as well, then that would be a very different prospect, wouldn't it? Because it would tell you literally who's good. Shannon Haggerty was good, center wing. I might just go him, so that we actually get through it quick. It was just John Floyd. I'll bully Luke in it hooker. That's probably good enough. Isaac Luke is a good hooker. Sando halfback, no. Yeah. Who did I say at the start? Damn it, I forgot who oh. No, that's Satasi because we've already got the front row done. Who did I say? I said Bully Luke, but before that, the guy that was before that I was more keen on. Oh, Haggerty. Yeah, just get a centre spot done. Manly Seagulls 2010s. Brett Stewart probably fullback is the play here. Right? Or do we want to go like Watmo at lock and hold out for someone better? No, I'll go Brett Stewart. Bang. It was mentioned when he became worst capped Cowboy. I don't remember that specifically. St. George Dragons fan, unfortunately, so I've been waiting for you to come into the chat. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to the Raiders game tomorrow in the end. I'll stream them instead. The people that I was going to go with won't go. So, yeah. Sorry, I know that you're going to that, but I wasn't overly keen to go anyway, to be honest. I've been quite under the weather, as you know, so I'll probably just stick here. Dolphins 2020s, can we put Hammer on the wing? We can. That's the play. Throw it back to when you were playing NRL Grid and I said put George Mario Bergoglio, Pope Francis, and you typed his name. I don't know Pope Francis' name. I did know Bergoglio, actually. I said George as well. Jorge. But anyway. Oh, good. Yeah, thanks. I am sorry. I am sorry. Bulldogs 80s. Damn. Lamb? Nope. That's not how you spell that. Lamb? Yeah, Terry Lamb. Stick him in at 5/8. Got halfback, hooker, and lock left to do. 90s Magpies? No, that's a reroll. Manly 90s. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. It's probably going to be Jeff Tuvey, just because he's the only one here that I think I'm across, to be honest. We'll stick him in a hooker. Tigers 2000s. There's a solid halfback there. Very solid halfback there. So we just need a lock now. We've got one reroll, and it's going to be Sam Burgess. Bang. I'm happy with that team. I'm very happy with that team. 22-5. Wow, Haggerty was not good. What the hell? Did he play Origin? Okay. Burgess is only 87. You reckon? Yeah. Fitzgibbon's only 80. You reckon? I ain't having that. Anyway, we're 5 minutes from kickoff. Might as well just get into the NRL game itself. Hang on, let me reload my animations. Here we go. Oh, why is that looking like that? Oh, because I'm not running the program. Hang on. Ooh, bang! Right. What's the capital city of Curacao? I'm going to say it's Willemstad, because that's what St. George Dragons fans said. All right. What a game of rugby league we just watched, by the way. Crazy game of footy. But this one is game number 2 of today, and I think that it will be intriguing to a similar degree. Cowboys really have a tough task ahead of them in terms of their draw. Remembering until the end of the season. Thank you, Slim, for following. They've got a tough draw ahead of them. They will need to, I think, win. How many games do they need to win before the end of the season? I think they're 8-6 at the moment. So I think they'll need to win 5 of their remaining games. They're 8-7. I think they need 5 games before, like 5 wins, sorry, until they make the finals. Of those remaining games, they've got 9 left. So 5 out of 9 they need. Yikes. Let me see who they've got. Obviously, Penrith starting today. I don't think they'll get that. Manly at Brookie, might not get that. Dolphins at Suncorp, might not get that. Broncos in Townsville, might not get that. Roosters in Townsville, might not get that. So, although they end with Titans, Eels, Tigers, Raiders, and could charge into the finals with a 4-game winning streak there, they need to pick up a win somewhere else there. You know, it's interesting. Looking at that draw earlier, I was like, yikes. But I think that they'll beat the Broncos. I wouldn't tip them in the other games, but I think they'll beat the Broncos and then win those last 4 to charge into the finals. They've got a lot of games at QCB as well coming up. So, that's, yeah. It's a really intriguing one. I think if they could get an upset win here, they've almost got a foot in the finals. No, Vossi doing Battle of Brookvale White. I like him. I like him. Myself and Isaiah Katoa have something in common today in our games. Can you guess what it is? You beat Penrith Brothers 34-16. I'm going to say you did your wrist. Congratulations on the win, though, beating Penrith Brothers. In terms of changes to the side, so Liam Henry comes in to start in the front row. That moves Lindsay Smith to the bench. Only other changes, Johnny Bateman coming onto the change for the Cowboys. It's the King of Tonga here? That's crazy. Danny says, thoughts on me having a dislocated ankle and being in a hospital. I am so sorry. How did you dislocate your ankle? Just one sec. It is the King of Tonga, right? I think it's the King of Tonga. The Max King of Tonga, perchance. All right. Again, I said this yesterday, but I'm curious to know how much they've raised for beanies for brain cancer around. Because I don't think it's been as big a part of the media talk. You know what I mean? Ew, Bateman? Oh, come on, Watson. I know he wasn't great for the Raiders towards the back end, but the 2019 season will never be forgotten.
Just redeemed a thing.
Oh, Pepsi Max Sip.
Lorenzo Theraborn just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
Okie dokie. You know what I am? I am hungry. I'm really hungry. Might go get some scran at halftime. Might go get some scran. You seen the videos of Dutch fans taking over New York with the left-right dance they've done? Taking up a whole block in the city. I didn't see it at New York. I did see it in Kansas, though. But I love it. I love it. The Dutch fans are brilliant. I bought 2 beanies. Congratulations. I will admit, I haven't bought a beanie this time. Admittedly, I've barely been out of the house this week. But, yeah, I typically do buy the beanies. I'm not a massive fan of the design this time around. Haha. Stanganine said ding dong. That's pretty funny. Nah, he backflipped on 3 deals, hints the Batman. Batman? Bateman. I didn't know he backflipped on that many. I remember him backflipping on 1, but damn, that's insane. Lorenzo is literally crashing, by the way. Aw, Tamalolo's wearing a gold number on the back of the jersey. I don't know about that, actually. I know it's 300 games for him, which is really cool. But to my knowledge, did we not only have the gold number when Alex Johnson became the highest try scorer of all time? Like all due respect to Tamalolo, he ain't the first player to hit 300 games. But anyway, big moment for him. Still. Gold number? What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that as fans of the game? Ah, and they're giving him a guard of honor. That's very cool. How good is Jason Tamalolo? I'm going to put up a poll. I forgot to say who wins this one. Jason Tamalolo, the pride of Tonga, is a great line. Great line. Hell yeah. And QCB Stadium love him. They love and adore their Jason Tamalolo. As they wave their flags for him, hell yes. He's got a job to do today and he's ready to do it. Whereas his dog, unfortunately, Lorenzo, the dog ain't with us no more. Ain't with us no more. Wait, AJ broke the record? Believe it or not, he did, yeah. He did. He broke it last night. And he is the first Cowboy to make 300 in fairness. Oh, okay, sorry, he said earlier as well. I think this year's Beanies for Brain Cancer has been overshadowed by the big freeze this year with Jai. That makes sense. Yeah, as for him being the first Cowboy to make 300, okay, sure, that makes it a bit better. I wouldn't mind if it became the new standard that for 300 games you wear a gold number at the back. But I don't know, I just thought that the AJ thing was super special. And I don't know if this is quite the same level. But anyway. Yeah, Zoza Aima, one of the most influential players in the game, especially internationally. For sure. He is. Yeah. Maybe, I always could have stomached it more when he became the most capped Cowboy ever. But anyway. Good catch there from Dylan Edwards and a run from Moses Leota. Knocks on immediately. Knocks on immediately on the opening run of the game. And they're into it. They're straight into it. There's a bit of tension in this.
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dirty get off! Get him off the field!
Oh.
That was diabolical! That was absolute diabolical!
What a bloody start to the game. Moses Leota, you don't see that happening much. Edwards with the catch. Gives it to his big bopper front rower, and oosh. Oosh. Jeez. Holy guacamole. Surely it's a club decision, and it's the first 300-game Cowboy. I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm almost certain it's a club decision. I don't think he would have asked for it. Yeah, Leota wasn't happy with Jeremiah Nene there. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty against Moses Leota, and I definitely agree with that. Penalty to North Queensland. What a start to this game. Nane's going to score 2 or more. Mark my words. He may well. He may well. 67% of you, nice, think that the Cowboys are going to win. And that shocks me. That absolutely shocks me. But after that start, hey, you know. Damn. It's been a while since we used that soundbite. It's been a while since I used Are You Clutch as well, but I used that. Reckon Tamalolo's good for a try today? Would be cool. Was that not a strike? I don't think it was closed fist, but yeah, it was certainly on the edge. On the edge. Didn't JWH have a gold number? Not to my knowledge. I was at that game, so I might have missed it, but I don't think you did. But even then, that was to become the most capped rooster ever. If he did, I will sort of take that back. They're gonna score here. Murray Taulagi in the corner. What a start to the game for the North Queensland Cowboys. Oh my god.
Come on the Cowboys. Come on the Cowboys.
The script is not scripting. No, it is not. It really is not. Leota, with that opening run, lost the ball immediately. They got into it, and then straight away, it was a penalty because he got up and... Let's see this one. Yeah, it is a strike in the face. I've got to be honest. It's a bit more than a slap. If that was closed fist, that's a send-off. So is it just a penalty because the fist wasn't closed? I don't know if I'd allow that, personally. Penrith on Major Fraud Watch. I don't know if we're there yet, but Major Fraud Watch. Shout out to him. Love it, Cows, for sure. The only Queensland team I can tolerate. why don't you tolerate the Titans? They're pretty harmless. Your delay is long. Brother, I mean, it should be exactly as long as it was in the last game. Should be exactly as long as it was in the last game. The clock says 37:52 right now, if you want to sync up with me. Jeez. How good was Dolphins Warriors? It was incredibly good. It was remarkably good. It was insanely good. It was one of the best games I've seen in a long, long time. Penrith strikes again with no send-off. I mean, they did get a penalty against them, but sure. Clifford to convert. It's a tough one for him right from the sideline. Approaches it, hits it. It started to the left. It came back to the right, just came back a bit too far. Would have been a beautiful kick if it got it, but it's 4 points to 0. Look, Cowboys should be thinking 0-0. Game starts now. What a beginning. What a beginning. If you're going to punch someone in the NRL, you should go hard and punch them, especially if they have a Rooster shirt on or a Shark shirt. Sure. As someone who plays, you know, a solid level of rugby league since you're a Dragons fan, I hope that doesn't reflect your own style of play, but sure. Gold Coast is northern New South Wales. Every Queenslander knows this, but they are a Queensland team. Come on, they're a Queensland team. You can't hate the Titans. They're the most unhateable team in the comp. I call them the most just inoffensive. They just exist. They're just there. Dude, it's full time on my stream and the Cows got a 32-10 win. That's a hell of a delay. I will admit, that is a hell of a delay. That's very funny though. You've seen the script for sure. All right, there to find I think it was Laybutt there, who fell over there into the tackle. Oh, and they've got the 30-meter mark is 300. That's very cool. How did the Sharks do that in Titans levels of irrelevant? Well, it was from a Dragons fan, so that would be why. I don't think they're Titans levels of irrelevant though. Sharks are about. I view them as like, this doesn't hold so much nowadays, but back when I was growing up, Everton were the best of the rest team in the Premier League, and I view that as the Sharks. They're just the best of the rest. They're just kind of there as well. Oh, the kick was too long. 20-meter restart there, Panthers. Coolangatta Airport is literally in New South Wales, so that would be relevant if they were the Coolangatta Airport Titans, but they ain't. Gold Coast is in Queensland. True story. Geographical fact. Unfortunately. I want to go to the Gold Coast. I actually think I'd hate it, but I want to go there. They did the 30-meter 300 for Papa too. Yeah, it's pretty common nowadays with the 300 game players that you'll see that change to 300 rather than just 30. I'm a rugby league back. We have a big Tongan prop who'd punch someone properly if needed or wanted. Again, he still shouldn't, but yeah. Anyway, if it actually ends 32-10 to the Cowboys, you have to watch 30 seconds of NRL. Sure, I will manage to sit through 30 seconds of NRL. I guess. Knock on there, Liam Martin. Jeez, the Panthers, they ain't there today. They ain't there so far. Lots of the games to go, obviously. Well, it's the 5 minutes in, but it's not been the start they wanted. Coolangatta's like 20 or 30 minutes away from Robina. I concede that it's close to New South Wales, but they're a Queensland team. If you like traffic and incompetent drivers, the Gold Coast is your place. Well, thankfully, I don't drive, but I don't know. I just feel like I should go there at some stage. I also want to go to Seabus. It seems like a cool stadium. This is like a very cool stadium, actually. So, 5 minutes gone so far. Penrith with 2 knock-ons in their 2 sets. Cowboys managing to get a try. And they get 6 again there. What a start to the game. I got suspended twice for violent conduct, punching people. Not ideal. Are you remorseful for your actions, Daddy? I don't know. Oh, straight through there, Reed Marnie. What a run from the hooker. Can't quite get a quick play of the ball there. The Panthers defense was retreating a little bit, but there was a bit of a second effort there that kept him there on the ground. Drink water. Dummying. Takes a tackle there himself. Food poisoning through the Panthers camp, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they just haven't put on the sticky spray to keep the ball in hand. It's funny, in the charity match, we were given that, and I was like, I don't want it. I think it would make it harder for me to pass. Anyway, Purdue then. On for Jake Clifford. Nane had a half opportunity there if he'd managed to get an arm free. And that will be the last tackle. So they survived there, the Penrith Panthers, but Cowboys looking very good early. St. George, I am not. I am a Catholic. I didn't throw the first punch on both occasions. All right, that's makes it a lot better, in my opinion. If Cowboys win, then my tipping run is over, except I tipped Titans, so I don't know. Well, that's not really a tipping run then, is it? You have to watch 30 seconds of AFL if it ends 30-10 to Cows. I would really rather not do that. I'd really, really rather not do that, actually. I think I'd really choose probably to kill myself rather than watch 30 seconds of AFL. No, anyway. I wouldn't. Fine, if it's 32-10, I'll watch 30 seconds of AFL. I've used this spray when I played the other code of rugby. It actually makes passing much easier. Really? Damn. Oh, what a ball from most of the odds to Nathan Cleary. Takes a tackle there. 4 tackles gone. 2 more to go here. The Cowboys' defense is retreating hard here. They get it out to Watchalong. He cut out pass over the top. It beats them all. It beats them all. Jenkins had so much space. So much space out there, but the pass, it was a bit too long for Tongo and a bit too short for Tommy Jenkins. Damn. I'm curious that it makes passing easier. I guess it just doesn't stick in... Sorry, it sticks in the hands a bit longer so you can get a bit more force behind it, I suppose. But it didn't really matter for me anyway. I'm not a passer when it comes to playing. I just tuck it and run and hope I don't drop it. So I should probably have it. I would also rather kill myself than watch the AFL. I don't mind the AFL. I've been to like 10 games. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's grim. I hope you're okay, Ollie. I'm sorry. No, I don't think that's how it works, Sir George Dragons fan. All right, run there from Tommy McKaylee. He sort of ducked into that tackle a little bit. Lussick didn't hit him higher. Oh, and McKaylee was grabbing Lussick's shorts there. Interesting decision. All right, anyway. Did you hear that bull about Cleary playing hooker, which will give space for Katoa and Moses in the halves before Katoa was injured? Yes. I don't know if it was a sincere opinion, but Mole, who made it, certainly thought... well, he made it in a sincere way and defended the claim. I think just because it worked with Andrew Johns doesn't necessarily mean it would work with Nathan Cleary, though. Yeah, the gripper allows for a much tighter spiral, so it's much more accurate. Interesting. There we go. Oh, they've knocked on again, the Panthers. There's space here for Braden Burns on the wing, potentially. It was a drawn pass from Chester, but Burns will take the tackle there 10 meters out. The Penrith Panthers cannot hold the rugby league football at the moment. Are they washed? Purdue, straightened. Jeez, that was a half opportunity for him there. Holy. Marnie now to find Jake Clifford. Back to find Tamalolo. Jeez, that was a half opportunity there, but a tackle there from Moses the Ottolo. Is that going to be 6 more? It is. Second effort there. McKaylee, oh my God, he was close. Oh, he was close, but he's lost it on the first. Tom McKaylee. Jeez, yeah, he reached out for that one. It would have been brilliant. It would have been brilliant. Tom McKaylee, how close was he? No, ball's just come free. He wasn't going to get there anyway, but ball popped out. Damn. The Bundaberg Polar Bear would be St. George Dragons fan. Ah, damn. That's rough. That's rough. I really, really want to see him score his first. Is it his first try? I think it would be his first try, Tom McKaylee. I think that's the whole point. Yeah. 102 games, 0 tries. He's a modern-day Alex 12. Hey, Leaguie, you're not wearing your sunnies on purpose? Yes. I normally don't wear my sunnies. I just wore them the other day because my eyes were a little bit screwed up. They're still a little bit screwed up anyway now, but they're a lot better. He really wanted that first meat pie? He did. Were you in contention of receiving the MVP for the Sportshed TV charity match? Not even remotely. I would have been odds on for worst on ground. I missed some really bad tackles. But anyway. Dude, you're like a full 2 minutes behind? Seriously? I can reset my stream, but it's progressed from the last game, so I shouldn't be any further behind than I was in the last game. I've seen Penrith knock on again there. No, it's going to be ruled 6 more there, is it? Or still play on? I don't know. I've reset my stream. My clock currently says 29:20. I don't know. Is that 2 minutes? Anyway, that's 6 more. I didn't actually see what happened because I was resetting my stream, but 6 more there for Penrith. The sunnies were because he was baked, I think. Definitely was not baked, although I certainly looked it. I certainly looked baked. All right. Lussick's in at dummy half here. There's shot on the right, the left-hand side. Cleary gets it to Talangi. Does well to hold it there. Good sliding defense on the Cowboys. Paul Bloke is genuinely the most unlucky guy when it comes to try scoring situations. He is. Jenkins has scored. And after that opening to the game, where really for the first 10 minutes it was all Cowboys, Penrith could be set to take the lead off a controversial 6 again. They're not going to like that, the Cowboys fans. They are really not going to like that. Jeez. Yeah, it was a knock-off for the Panthers. It was. That's a poor call. That's a very, very poor call for the referee. I have to say, Wyatt Raymond let one go there. And Penrith has scored off the back of it. Look, I will say, obviously, you know, the poor call didn't help. Gave the Panthers 6 again. But, you know, still they should have stopped him from that kind of range. Not ideal. It was 52nd and now 30 seconds delay approx. Like, you weren't that behind. Still, 50 seconds is very behind. Anyway, I'm very surprised that it reset forward 20 seconds. I'm confused, though. You missed the end sound in Penrith just like you missed all those tackles. I don't know. I said Penrith. Did I say Penrith? I don't know. How the hell does the bunker not get involved? You can't get involved in that situation. They're not allowed to get involved in that situation. You could change the rule and say that they're allowed to get in the ear of the referee and call a knock on in live play like that. But that isn't the rule. If Joseph Drugger was an NRL referee officiating a Roosters game, would he be sacked for being biased? He wouldn't referee a Roosters game. Goal there from Nathan Cleary. They do take the lead. He would declare his two principled. No, that angle shows. That angle shows it was maybe back off Cotter. Okay. Okay, that changes things. That angle, I think, has saved Wyatt Raymond. Let's give him credit. Let's give him credit where it's due then. He's got that call bang on, actually. Damn. It's interesting, isn't it? Some deceptive angles, but that one certainly showed it as being Ruben Cotter. Damn. Hypothetically, would he be biased and sacked? Yes, I would have to think so. Yeah. Refs are biased towards Penrith. People certainly believe that. I think it's a coincidence that seemingly the best team every year has all the referee decisions go their way. And they just, the referees like to pick and choose. What's funny is, people think that it would be, if the NRL were biased towards a particular team and gave the referees a directive to be biased. Oh, knock on there again, Penrith. They cannot hold the ball. They cannot hold the ball. Anyway, I'll finish this thought clearly. That they would pick Penrith 4 years in a row. That they would pick Storm. That they would pick Roosters. Broncos they would have picked last year. But, bro, they'd be getting the Warriors to every premiership they possibly could. Take your ref slander back? Yeah, probably. X's I refuse to admit that. Alright. You know, heat of the moment stuff, whatever. Marnie's fight Clifford. Now Purdue, dummies, goes himself. Miss the N again. I'm saying Penrith. You might not be hearing it, brother, but I'm saying Penrith. Alright, drink water. Oh, does get a pass away in the end to find Jeremiah Nene. Stepping around the middle of the field. He did kind of well there. There's a chance that he was going to be tackled while the pass was being thrown. Marnie now. To find Ruben Cotter straightening. TRVST, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. Much appreciated. All right, here we go. This is the last. Cotter. Short ball to Nene. Gets an offload back to find Leaguie. Talangi for the corner. I think he's got it. The crowd certainly think he's got it. Does Wyatt Raymond think he's got it? No, it's ruled a forward pass. Oh. Jeez, I want to see the put down because it was something pretty special, but it's ruled a forward pass. The offload back, sure. Yeah, that was... I'm happy to call that forward. I disagree, WTF. I don't think I'm saying Penrith. I think I'm saying Penrith. Thoughts on Banana Farmer Flegler being a prop? He is a prop. What would you like me to say about that? Damn. How is that forward? I think it was. I think that there's a... Look, was it a line ball? Sure. But I think there was a solid hint of that being forward. That call I don't think was egregious. Mario and Egg are not happy. Oh, jeez, they've dropped the ball again. That's a knock-on. I have never seen Penrith complete this terribly. They are 3 from 8, and frankly, I thought it might be worse than that. They are going to challenge it, but they're going to say that it was not back. Yeah, it did go back in the end. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They'll win this challenge. So, interesting. I just want to say to everyone that's like, refs are biased towards Penrith, you've just seen the referee call a Penrith knock-on when it in fact was a Penrith knock-back. Are you going to retract your statement, or how do you square that circle? I just really hate the ref. Yeah, I can see why. I kind of feel bad for Mary Fowler because every time she kisses or hugs Nathan Cleary, his chin would dig right into her, and that would be painful as hell. It's like Gru with his big nose from Despicable Me. Successful challenge from Penrith. Yep. Good challenge there. Good challenge. It's going to be tackle 4 here. That's a big moment. It's a big moment for a challenge like that. Obviously, I mean, I think in the end it was pretty clear cut, but geez, the handling errors have been terrible, and another one to compound that, they would have been really searching for answers. They can't be too obvious. Oh, okay, gotcha. So they'll make calls against the Penrith Panthers when the Penrith Panthers haven't actually done anything, because they can't be too obvious. I see. Good catch there, Murray Taulagi. Was he tackled potentially in the air, though? No, ruled to be okay. Fun fact, Sir George keeps copying and pasting the same thing until you respond to it, and it's funny. I haven't seen it. I can see who wants Penrith to win the comp. Probably just Panthers fans. Alisa knows you could turn the other way, not so much a shin. Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. But still, Gru's nose is like a blade. That thing is sharp as hell. On the 4th, Tamalolo will play it here. Run from Tommy McKaylee. Up to the 40 there. The big front row. So they'll kick from around the 40-meter line. Get it to Scott Drinkwater. He's slightly inside the 40. It has a bit of angle on it, but not enough. And it's a solid catch in the end from Brian To'o. He's lost it again! Something is happening. Something is happening. There's just not a chance that Penrith's ball handling is actually this bad, and Drinkwater's knocked that on. Jeez, there was an opportunity there. A try was begging. How are Penrith winning this game? How are Penrith still winning this game? I can't believe that from Brian To'o. Jeez. I don't know what's going on, Mega. I do not know what's going on. But if Drinkwater had caught that cleanly, he scores for sure. Yesterday, I wrote a comment to James Graham saying, James has consumed so much beer, that's what he's surviving on. He and Guru chuckled. That's nice. That's nice. 5 out of 11 completions. It's shocking. 45% completion rate, but they're winning the game. Yeah, Cowboys have struggled to take advantage of a couple of opportunities, must be said. That was just as far back as Penrith's. From Drinkwater, no, I don't think that's true, respectfully. I definitely disagree with that. Yo now. With ball in hand, tackled by Jason Tamalolo, to elder statesman of the middle forward game. Edwards now. Eggwards. Cleary with a very low, quick kick there. Jeez, the speed at which he dropped that onto the boot was huge. Anyway. The coach yelling F you, Drinky is so funny. Did he say that, or did he say F me, Drinky? Very different things. Good question, Sir Jules Dragons fan. The reason is adoption. Alright, run there from Leaguie? Bro, I can't see who this is. Who's this man? Still can't see. I don't think it was Leaguie, though. I think it might have been Burns. From a distance, you just can't tell on a little iPad screen. Yeah, just can't tell. Alright, Drinkwater plays it there. Potentially 6 more. That was a flat ball there from Reid Marnie. Nene takes a tackle there, about 5 meters short of the halfway line. So Marnie gets it to find Clifford. Puts a kick in from just inside the Cowboys half. Underneath it is Eggwards. Solid catch from him. We've had 19 minutes gone. Jenkins will take a tackle there. And Penrith somehow lead this by 2. Somehow, against every bit of logic and reasoning. He pointed and yelled in a very fed-up motion. Damn. Craig, please don't spam, brother. All right, tackle there is Isaiah Papali'i, who's really recovered his career very well after a disappointing spell at the West Tigers. I mean, at Parramatta, he was outstanding. But found his feet at the Penrith Panthers, much like many, many players have. Yo back inside to find Edwards, and it's going to be ruled a forward pass. Another incomplete set for the Panthers, and they can't challenge that one. Cowboys get the ball back. Who won? Finns or Waz? Finns by 2. Yeah, that was forward. Hello, Leaguie. Today I bought Rugby League 2 for PlayStation 2 from EB Games. Not sure if Lickie's in the game. Hopefully he is. Damn. Hell yeah. I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for you to play that. I have Rugby League Live 2, but it's not backwards compatible, so I can't play it. The reason that really got Drinky to the Dragons is Dean Young coaching. He was an assistant and interim coach of the Cows before Peyton. Drinky said he would love to play under, I'm assuming you mean Dean Young. Yeah, I'm sure he would be very keen. I wonder if Dean Young will still be involved in an assistant capacity next year if he's not the head coach. Not sure. But it's interesting that there's not really a news story around who the Dragons are going to put in as their head coach. Obviously, Dean's the interim. Back to fire, Drinkwater. I reckon there, that's a bit harsh. Alamotti does force an error, and Drinkwater juggled it. But he was certainly tackled after juggling it without the ball. But I think you're allowed to do that from memory. Yeah, no. Actually, I changed mine. You knocked on initially anyway. Good error forced there by Paul Alamotti. Done well. Done very well. Oh, I need sustenance, bro. My head's in spin right now. I need to get some food at halftime. But then again, I don't really have any food, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Run there from Tommy Jenkins. So up over the 30-meter line. I have no idea what the halftime score will be of this game. I suspect that Penrith are probably the more likely side to extend their lead, purely just because they're Penrith, basically. But Cowboys have had opportunities, 6 more. Really, if Penrith keep giving the Cowboys opportunities the way they have throughout this first half, then could go either way. Can I have $1 million? Unfortunately, Craig, I don't quite have that on me at the moment. No. Urge to kill rising. Another knock on. There is something. You know what? I know what's happened here. They have put a drone inside the ball, and they're activating the drone whenever the Penrith Panthers have possession and getting it to fly out of the hands of the Panthers players. They've got away with a couple of sort of strips, I will say, the Cowboys. But wow. They need to do something with it, North Queensland, though. That's really where they've failed. All right. 73% humidity. That was maybe beyond horizontal there, Braden Burns. But anyway, no penalty given. My lord, the Cows have cursed their hands. They really have. They really, really have. Play there. Now in the hands of Marnie. Oh, McKaylee knocks it on. This is a real low-quality game of rugby league football. After we saw a brilliant one. An absolutely brilliant one last time out. Yeah, poor game so far. If the Pars lose this, then Bunnies will probably beat them, especially with Toto Cleary and possibly Maguire out for Origin camp next week. Yeah, it's a solid chat, actually. And Penrith obviously lost last week. That's interesting. Look, I still think they're by far and away going to win the minor premiership, but interesting. I play for the Windsor Wolves. I know the Windsor Wolves. Shout out the Windsor Wolves. Have you been winning lately? Someone like a Michael Checker pops up, we should pounce on him. Yeah, I assume that he'd be available. I know that the Roosters in the past have let assistant coaches go who are under contract to get head coaching jobs elsewhere. Just thinking about the Rugby League World Cup, if Australia picked Chal and Cobbo on the left, that would be destructive as hell. Yes, it would. They will still have by far the best team, even if every heritage player plays for their heritage nation. Yo with a run there. Gets it to Nathan Cleary. Kicking behind. It's weighted very well. And no, it beats them all there. Drinkwater did brilliantly there to shepherd it dead. There were a couple of Penrith Panthers players who could have got there in time, but Drinkwater did very, very well to screen that. Is it cold in Canberra tomorrow morning? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Tamalolo and Michaeli come off. Solid first stint for the two of them. Obviously, Michaeli came up with a couple of errors that Tid want back, but regardless, they'll take that. They will take that. Run now from Polar Bear Griffin Neem. All right, in the hands of Cohen Hess. We'll hit it up there. So this is going to be the third here. I'm going to turn the music down slightly. Yeah, that's better. Now in the hands of Tommy Chester. High tackle there from Isaac Tungo, I reckon. But anyway, it was low to the ground, mitigating circumstances. It gets away with it. Marnie, on first receiver, gets it to Drinkwater. Now in the hands of Clifford, who stabs the kick in behind. Talangi is chasing it. There's space out there for him. He recovers it cleanly and gets tackled a meter out from the line there. Laybutt gets it to find Nene. He scores. He scores. Henry saying it's a knock on. He's claiming it. And Wyatt Raymond goes up as a no try. I've got to say, looking at Liam Henry's reaction straight away, I think he might have knocked it on. I think he might have knocked it on. Damn. Let's see here. It was a bit of a half-hearted sort of celebration from Nene. Jeez, yeah, there was so much space there. They got it out too, and the Penrith Panthers defenders were not across. Yeah, so Henry's definitely offside, and I think he does become involved here towards the end. Might be it will be a penalty try if he comes from an offside position and forces the ball free. I think it might be a penalty try. Henry gets involved here. Yeah, and the ball is lost. I'm going to say it's a penalty try. I absolutely would give this as a penalty try, I think. I think in the opinion of me, which in this example I'd be the video ref, I think he would have scored if not for Liam Henry's presence there in that tackle. You're 11. Congratulations. So what, you're playing under 12s? I'm going to say, I don't really know how the grades work. Penrith are on forward watch. They're still not on forward watch, no. I'd give this a penalty try. I don't know why they're looking at separation. Maybe to see if it's... Yeah, that ball has come free in my opinion. Professional foul. Might be even better than a try. It might be better than a try as an outcome. There's an argument for it. You probably take the try when you can, but it's going to be no try, sin bin Liam Henry. Here we go. Here we go. I'd give it a penalty try and maybe a sin bin then as well, but they don't do that. So it's penalty try or sin bin. There we go. Sin bin Penrith Panthers, Liam Henry, 10 minutes in the bin. This is a big ending to the first half coming up. North Queensland will get the ball back here. I think given that you get the penalty back, sorry, get the penalty, so you get the ball back here, I reckon this is a better outcome than a try. Why isn't it both? That's not how they do it. I think it should be both, but that's never how they've done it. They're gonna go for goal. Nah, I'd take the tap there for sure. Yellow light alert, absolutely. Absolutely it is. He would have scored if he wasn't there, though. That's ridiculous to me. Yes, I think it should have been a penalty try. I agree. Still, the outcome is, as I say, arguably better. But anyway. Blues coach 2027 options. Who do you like? Michael Johns? Matthew Johns, Andrew Johns, Hindy? Checker, Ivan 2028, Tom McKaylee. Give me Tom McKaylee over any of them. Ivan 2028, that's my ride or die. I saw a very compelling argument by Shay's League the other day, good Storm content creator, about why Ivan Cleary won't necessarily work in State of Origin. And I'm like, I commented saying, deep down, I think I know you're right. But I need this. So I'm just choosing to believe it. So Clifford kicks the goal. Tied up at 6 points all. They do, send the ball back down the other end of the field now, though. So it's maybe not the right play to go for the goal there. But anyway, points on the board when they're available. Man, just let us watch the live. Nope. Ain't committing a crime for you. Ain't live streaming me committing a crime for you either. Ain't letting my Twitch channel get taken down just because you don't want to pay to watch the game. Sorry. Why wouldn't Ivan work? Couple of reasons. First, the main argument was that he's a real good system builder. That is just constructed this brilliant system there in the Penrith Panthers that they're built into it. And Origin, you don't really build systems. It's about getting the best out of players in a very, very short period of time. It's sort of the same reason, similar thinking as to why Craig Bellamy didn't work in State of Origin. Whereas I think you look at, like, say, in terms of club coaches that have done well at Origin, like, say, Michael Maguire, I think he's a much more kind of drill sergeant style guy who can harness that a bit better than Ivan Cleary might be able to. I still think you absolutely give Ivan Cleary a go in Origin. But there's compelling reasons why it might not work. Mott off for HIA too. Mott being who? Am I tripping? Who's Mott? 11s for Winter Wolves. Yeah. No, I saw that earlier. So cool. Do you enjoy playing rugby league then, Craig? Yes, buddy. Happy birthday. Congratulations. I hope you've had a very good day. Thank you for spending the sort of ending of your birthday here on stream with me. I really appreciate that. Leaguie, I got tipped $39. Sorry, I got tipped $39 did not being woke enough. You mean for not being woke enough? Should I donate it to One Nation? You should not donate it to One Nation. Definitely don't donate it to One Nation. Oh, Alamotti. Got it. Right. Wow, that complete... I've never heard him referred to as Mott. There we go. All right. The more you know. Who's the best father and son coach and player combination in history? A few options are the Flanagans. I don't know who else. There's a clear one. You can't look past 4 premierships between the Clearys. All right, on the first there, Lussick is saying that he's being trapped to the tackle there. Yeah, so it's ruled to be milking. Solid run there from Jackson Purdue. They're spending this sim-in period sort of down the wrong end of the field, the Cowboys. They could use a line break or a penalty here. Good offload there to Laybutt, and they actually end up losing a bit of ground as a result of it. They've done very well there, the Penrith Panthers, to wrap that up. Neem with a run, but this will be the 4th. They're not really making inroads the way that they need to be. Drinkwater, short ball, close to the line. Hess with a very good run up to the 40. That's better. All right. Kick high up in the air. Underneath it is going to be Brian To'o. He doesn't come down with it. What a catch. What a catch. And Nene, he won't miss that one. He won't miss that one. He was robbed potentially of a penalty try earlier on. But that one's awarded. 10 points to 6. Kick to come. Cowboys take the lead.
Come on the Cowboys, come on the Cowboys.
Just as long as there's no knock-on in this contest here. The grounding as well was a little bit suspect, but I think you would have got it. It was Talangi who went up for it. Yeah, great catch there. And immediately got a pass away. Jeremiah Nene beelining for the try line. Has he got it down? Yeah, my word, he has. My word, he has. Ivan Cleary low-key wasn't Nathan level good if you look at what he's rated at. It's usually 84 to 86, whereas Cleary's 92 to 95. What in games? Yeah, sure. No, aside from what he's rated as, Ivan Cleary was not a Nathan Cleary level player. No, but he's a brilliant coach. The question wasn't about the best father-son playing combinations, because that would be different. That would probably be the Morris brothers and their dad, Steve. That's what comes out to me. Maybe no, I don't think Sattler eclipses them. But, yeah, it was a coaching one. If there was a penalty try, I would have been dead on with my prediction, and I'm now salty. # burn the bunker. Well, yes and no. If that was a penalty try, then Nane probably doesn't score the second one, though. So, yeah. You can have your hand of Maradona. I'll take my hand of Nana. You take it. You take it. And with a fair bit still to go in the scene bin period, the Cowboys have a good chance to extend their lead before the break. Where would the Walters family come into it? As Clifford misses, it wouldn't be, I think, in that very top tier. I know Kevy was very good. Kerrod was less good, but still good. But Billy, like, you know, realistically, most of his career a French first grader. Yeah, I'm thinking, and Kerrod as well wasn't. It's not father-son as well, because Kerrod was an uncle. You then have to, I'd have maybe the Walkers. Sam's better than Billy, but Kevin's better than Shane and Ben. I think it's just father and son, or father and sons. Best brothers is the Burgess ones, IMO, but there's a few contenders. It's hard to compare the numbers, because there's obviously 3 of them. And Sammy was very, very good. But I love the Morris brothers. I love the Morris brothers so much. Are we friends? Well, look, Craig, I'll be honest. I don't know you. But if you're a fan of my content, we're friends to an extent for sure. We're friends to an extent for sure. John and Scott Sattler were good. Yeah, that's a very, very strong one. Those two. I'm trying to think of others. But that's certainly very good. If Jackson Hastings had hit his potential, there'd be a solid chat for Kevin and Jackson Hastings, because Kevin Hastings was very, very good. Anyway, kick here from Scott Drinkwater. They're going that side again. Edwards does come down with it there. Purgie was coming straight through, but good catch there from Dylan Edwards. George Burgess was a legend in his own right. They were very good forwards. I think Burgess takes some beating. I know that there were 4, but really no one's including Luke. No one's including Luke in that conversation. Mitchell and Wayne Pearce is strong. It's not Burgess level, but it's strong. All right, run from Isaiah Papali'i. Tackled there. You could have as well Mark Norgany, Tuase, and Ronaldo Molotalo. Tackled there, Lindsay Smith. Can you add me on PlayStation? Unfortunately, I don't have PlayStation, Greg. I'm an Xbox enthusiast. Same with the 4th Travojevic brother. I don't think the 4th Travojevic brother plays rugby league, though. So, forget father-son. What about John and Jasmine Strange? That's been a good coaching and player duo in the NRLW for sure. Enough of the Lurgis slander you. Look, I'm stating facts, all right? Shout out Luke Burgess played for Manly in that, but, you know. The Minicellos, Anthony and Mark, good, but not at the level of, like, the Morrises or the Burgeye. Run there for Tommy Chester. Play there to Hylam Lukey. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left here. The sin-bin period will be ending quite soon. Bateman with a run there. We'll play it for Reed Marnie. Now to find Clifford. We'll kick from the attacking 40 high up in the air. Again, it's towards the wing of Brian Toto. And again, Brian Toto takes that one. Turbo's, Burgess, and Johns are best for me. Yeah, Johns actually. Yeah, Johns didn't occur to me, but Johns has to be up. Has to be well and truly up there. For them to have the greatest player ever, I think that takes some serious beating. Luke Travojevic plays rugby union for the Waratahs? Really? How did I not know that? That's crazy. Well. All right. Lindsay Smith there with a run up to the 40. Takes a tackle there. It's Cogran, a dummy half. This is the last. Inside 6 minutes left. Cleary then will put a kick in through. And it's going to be juggled a little bit there by Drinkwater, but it turns out to be okay in the end. Oh, hit very hard by Liam Martin. Oh, my days. Absolutely picked him out and terminated the fullback. There's space, though. Space on the other side. Oh, and I tell you what, his outside man there was absolutely begging for the ball. Begging for it. It was Purdue, I think, blew up that he didn't get that one. Panthers will win this game, says Clayton. I'm inclined to agree. Even now, even with the way that the game has gone, I would say yes. All right, Bateman there. Takes a tackle in the middle of the field there. Lopetti, thank you for following over on Twitch. Thank you. Much appreciated. Underneath this one's Jenkins, and Chester went up for it. Potentially a bit of contact in the air, but it's ruled to be okay. Couldn't get it for the Dolphins-Warriors game, but can we get it for Cowboys-Panthers? It's classic match time. 1-24. It feels like there should be more. Yeah, Cowboys aren't an especially, like, you know, old team, so I think that's sort of why. Let's go with game number 17. I'm feeling 17. Shout out to the real goats, the Marshke brothers, Jesse and Ben, bro. Jesse and Ben, you gotta love it. So, Liam Henry comes back onto the field. His sin bin period now finished. We do tend to see, though, that the 10-minute period after a sin bin actually turns out to be more damaging to the team that conceded the sin bin than the 10-minute period of the sin bin. We're getting a lot over on Twitch. Chickawee, though, I know has followed before. The Googie, thank you for following on Twitch. The sin bin line is supposed to go away automatically. I'm going to give it a little bit more time before it does. Then otherwise I'll reset it. But it should go away automatically. You got to follow on your alts. Very true. Also, it's Suganator. I see. What's the thought behind that name, by the way? Taz or Waz? Right. Waz. Every day of the week. Every day of the week. Buddy is lying. Lobo doesn't play for the Waratahs. Damn. Well, okay. That's a shame. I did have a feeling that he wasn't an athlete whatsoever. Damn it, why is the line not going away? It's supposed to go away. Anyway. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in this first half. Had to register for a new account because I was too lazy to check my PC autofill. Like your password autofill. I might accidentally take a try off the Cowboys for doing this here. In fact, I think I will. Yeah, there we go. I've had to get rid of it myself. Anyway, I'll award... I'm going to mute the scoreboard, actually. And I'll award a try to Cowboys. And a goal. Of course, it's a bug out there. That's pretty funny. But anyway. Oh, I closed the app. That's why. Anyway, we've got the right score. Talangi's knocked on. He's knocked on massively there. That's a huge moment. Huge moment. Cogger's got it. We'll kick it across field to fire. Oh, Tommy Jenkins, and they're gonna be level. They're gonna be level. Jeez, it's been Cowboys well and truly on top in this first half. They've been by far and away the better team. But Penrith have taken a couple of moments, and that's all you need to do. The execution there from Jack Cogger, sublime. Absolutely sublime. That's brilliant work. That's absolutely brilliant work. Damn. Yeah, that's poor from Talangi. That's very poor. And there was just a lot of space there on that side. Yeah, he pulled out of that catch. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. And Cogger, after getting the ball there, he saw the space. And they had an entire set to go. But puts a kick in to Jenkins. And it's easy as you like. He didn't touch it. That's off the leg. Doesn't matter. That won't mean anything. They scored off that play. You're telling me that there are two families with three brothers who all played rugby league in the last 15 years for a historic Sydney club who both have a secret fourth brother who's far less known and doesn't play rugby league? Coincidence? I think not. That is pretty crazy, actually. That is very insane, isn't it? Although Luke Burgess does play rugby league, but still. And I did say that we weren't counting him, so. Damn. Try Panthers. Are you really rooting against Penrith? I think we've established that most neutrals are, Brian. I think we've established that most neutrals are. We got round 5 2013 at 1,300 smiles. Cowboys 30, Panthers 0. Damn. Tries to Lynette, Khalifa 5-5 lower, Robert Louis and Antonio Winterstein. 5 out of 6 goals for Thurston. Panthers, nah. 30-0. What a scoreline. Holy. Cleary to put the Panthers in the lead. Hangs it out to the left. So we're going to have a restart of play with about 45 left on the clock. In fact, exactly 45 left on the clock. 10 points apiece. Time sync, 45 on the clock, but that doesn't really matter. I'll tell you exactly when it goes to halftime. Yay, the song I like. Australia versus Egypt, 4 of 7 at 4 a.m. round of 32. Oh, sorry, the address is 4 of the 7th. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm getting up at 4 a.m. to watch that. Geez, that's a record that will surely topple. 10 times Tommy Jenkins has got multiple tries in a game. Australia might progress to the round of 16. Yeah, so last World Cup we got round of 16, didn't we? Because knockouts were round of 16. Was it WTF who said this game would end 32-10 to North Queensland? Still alive. Still absolutely alive. Oh, that's cool. Like, yes, I'll check it afterwards. I did actually get a notification for that, but I tend not to get notifications from that server for whatever reason. I don't know. I really don't like my new phone. It's not great. I'm going back to my old kind of model when I can. Still alive. That prediction, WTS, still alive. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They do get the ball away quick enough. Clear. Is he going to try and hit it from there? He did. From 55 out. That was so close. What? That's insane. He nailed it. Just went underneath the black dot there. I have never seen anything like that. Jeez, he shaved the crossbar. He was calling it over. He was calling it over. Damn. I can't believe that. It wasn't even his own half. It was like a solid 55 meters away as well. Damn. Cape Verde v Argentina, what's your predictions? Only one team has Vozinha. That's all I can say. Damn. So he only needs 2 more doubles to equal the record, and he's got 9 more games before finals. He's breaking it. I think so. I think so. Still alive, just like me, who did not get kidnapped at the train station. Are you sure you did not get kidnapped at the train station? Because that's exactly what someone who was kidnapped at the train station would say. Almost pulled a Darren Lockyer in Origin. That was before my time. I don't even remember seeing that. Anyway, I am in desperate need of some food. I thought I'd be able to get through this stream without eating, but my God, my head is absolutely in spin. So, I'm going to go a couple minutes, prepare some stuff in the microwave. We'll be back. I'll give you guys some chair content in the meantime. See you in a moment.
That's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
Marmalade Thatcher.
I'm amazed there's still 53 people when I got back. I spent ages away. I'll show you what I made. It's... yeah. I basically was like, everything in my fridge, I'm just going to put that on a little bit of roti. So, WTF donated $2 and said Marmalade Thatcher. What? Come again, brother? One more time for those in the back, please. Couldn't hear it. Had no clue. Let's do one of these before the second half gets underway. Yeah, there's the acknowledgements to George Dragons fan. There's the acknowledgement. Where's Sigatoka? Is that a real place? I haven't heard of it. We're getting it this time, by the way. Just what I feel. Broncos 2000. Hell yes, what a start. What a start. Give me Darren Lockyer. Give me Darren Lockyer at fullback. We have time for like one, I think. Tigers 2021. We're not getting it. We are so not getting it. Oh, geez. It's probably Tamo. I think he's actually quite good in this. Yeah, 86. I'll take it. I didn't do that, St. George Dragons fan. I went in my fridge. Funnily enough. Why? What's Marmalade Thatcher? Oh, it's in Fiji. Okay, cool. Dogs 04. Hell yes. There's our centre taken care of. Oh, no, sorry. I was going to pick Sonny Bill. No, I'm obviously picking Thurston. Rabbitohs 06. Probably has to be Sutton, I think. Yeah. Mark Minichar is an option, but just not as good as Sutton. Where is he? He's here. He's here somewhere. Am I blind? I might be blind. I saw him. Oh, he's at the top, lol. Back row. 86 overall. That's pretty good. Cowboys 09. We already have Thurston. Can we get a Matt Scott? Surely Matt Scott was playing then. He would have. Yeah, there we go. That's a great front rower there. Thoughts of Cooper Johns being attracted to his own dad? Did he say that? Did he say that? By the way, did you see that the Storm officially announced it as the Cooper Johns Cup? This game against Manly. I think that's very, very funny. Or pick Grant at hooker. This is a good start. It's a very good start. Rabbitohs 09. Ew. Was this perchance Sam Burgess? No. He came afterwards. Probably should. Nah, I'm going to reroll. Because I could pick Merritt on the wing. But really, the team that's good enough to do it isn't going to have Merritt in it. All due love and respect to him. They've kind of got the same issue here. 2024, they had Herbie. Yeah, he's a solid centre. Tigers 2021. Oh, my God. We've been rolling some absolute certified stinkers, brother. Stinkers. Arley Lewis centre. I'm not happy with it. Tigers 2013. Sick. Can I have someone that's not the West Tigers, please? Anyone that's not the West Tigers. Happy with Marshall, but yeah. Always ends up having Marshall. Dogs 2015. Beamos wing. Yeah. Even though I can pick... oh, no. I was going to say James Graham, but no, I can't, of course. Beamos wing. Sharks 2017. Okay, we've got our lock sorted out, at least. That's going to be Paul Gallen. So we need a back rower and a winger. Knights 04. Would have been nice to have Joey. Would have been very nice to have Joey. That Spide would have been incredible. Oh, instead it's going to be Tamana Tahu on one wing. And a back rower was 2020. Tohu's good. Tohu's good. Actually, I mean, this side might be good enough to do it, actually. I was tempted to see how good Kaitoa is. Nah. Wow. We had a 4-4 record at one point. It's always the West Tigers. It's so annoying. I swear it is. I swear it is. Grand final runner-up. Sick. One more. We have time. We've got time. Panthers 2024. Nathan Cleary. Where is he? 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 There he is. Hell yeah. Dogs 2017. Not their finest era. Oh, no, no. This was a bit before they turned to a stinking pile of you know what. Roosters 13. That's going to be Minicello on the wing. Oh, no. Sonny Williams center. For sure. Who's your favorite English Prime Minister? Liz Truss. Sharks 2025. They're just not that good. Well, they're a good team, but they've not got individually good players. So, well, it's Fennel Blade, but... Ugh. Titans 08. Why? Give me good ones, please. Although I did get, you know, Panthers and Roosters, in fairness, but yeah. I'll pick Gavin Cooper in the centers. We're alright with that. How many articles from Vietnam have just generated with that Cooper Johns comment? That's very true. It'll be a lot. Ah, good. Okay, we've got 5/8 sorted here. Brilliant halves. We need fullback, hooker, and lock to sort out that spine. SARS 2000, there was no Gallon around then. I'm just going to confirm, but it'll be ET. Yeah, it'll be ET. Not bad. Not bad. Cowboys 2010. Okay, we already got Thurston down. Bowen, fullback is an option. We'll go Matt Scott. We'll go Matt Scott. The Lettuce herself, interesting pick. Yep. I reckon just, you know, the generational expert post. Why are we selling now? We've lost 3 of the last 4. Are you a Panthers fan? I know all the country in the world. Give me a flag. I can name it. All right. Name the flag of Kazakhstan. Which country does that belong to? Titans 09. We've got too many Titans. Even though we've only got it once. I don't want to do Preston Campbell, bro. God damn it. I'll pick Mark Minicello back row, I guess. Knights 2022. Ponga fullback is alright. At this point, I'm taking Ponga fullback. Hooker, lock and back rower. Sharks 2014. We'll go with Luke Lewis in the back row. Hooker and lock. We still have a reroll to go as well. Dragons 2025. There's our reroll probably. Honestly, Cook's not that bad. But I want to try and see if I can get a better one. Knights 02. Bedsy. Yes, that's a better one. Hell yeah. And our lock will be Dean Young, Corey Payne, Jason Riles, or Danny Wicks. Riles. Ugh. Oh. I believed there for a bit. I don't know who Lord Palmerston is, okay? I don't know who Lord Palmerston is. I feel like that name any flag comment was referencing you what I'm up Jamaican video. I don't know. Oh, yo, what up I'm Jamaican video. No idea what that is a reference to. Kazakhstan, correct. How did you get that? That's crazy. League of the game, it's not on for me yet. It's about to be on, though. Anyway, here we are. 10 points apiece. Dylan Edwards to get us kicked off. I still have grub to eat, so, yeah, I'm going to scrat it throughout this. It never really works, but I'm going to give it a go. Run from Cohen has to get us underway. And unlike the Panthers earlier on in the game, he's done well. He hasn't knocked on immediately off the first carry. So they reckon Cowboys will get the next try. I do not reckon that. I do not agree. But it's certainly... Cowboys were the better team in that first half, by far. And really, they've impressed me. No Tommy Dearden, you have to remember this. He's coming back soon. If the bots can scan through the 24-hour live stream to generate headlines, there's a non-zero chance of an AI stop article being made about me. Could well happen. Could well happen, actually. Red top, middle, blue middle, yellow bottom. What country? Armenia, but it's like orange bottom, not really yellow bottom. Fun fact, the score is 10-10. No. No way, Benji. I refuse to believe you. Edwards is brilliantly returning the ball there. A little bit of a slicing run through the middle. Thank you, Leaguie. I'm glad you give me the leeway of doing it either at full-time or in 2 weeks' time. I think 2 weeks' time is maybe more realistic for me. Would you like some money? Not really. I don't need it. You can have it. That's all you. You can have that. No worries. Cleary through. Oh, he couldn't keep his footing there, unfortunately. So it's going to be Cogger in a dummy half. This is the last. Lindsay Smith back to find Watchalong. He puts it up in the air. Probably didn't have the length on it that he wanted. It's back from Alamotti. Now Edwards gets it to Nathan Cleary, who puts it on the other side of the field. Oh my God, there's room out there. What a catch. What a catch. Braden Burns and Purdue's knocked on straight away. It's going to be Panthers ball. It's going to be Panthers ball. Burns had done brilliantly there to stop what looked like an almost certain try. What a take it was. But then the offload and Purdue knocks on straight away. Damn. I don't know what you're saying with Tosso, Panthers, Tosso. Was that like go Panthers go or something? Look, Hasman, it's confusing sometimes. 27-0 is confusing sometimes. Talangi now, to find Cogger. Edwards, crabbing across around sort of the middle of the park there. Takes a tackle there of 3 Cowboys to get him down. Cogger's in a dummy half here. I said that I think Panthers will score the next try. The Fox AI BS said that it would be Cowboys. Let's see who's correct. Man or artificial intelligence. Back to find Cogger. Short ball, Isaiah Papali'i will just take a tackle there and, in fact, draws a penalty. Tempted to take the 2, maybe. They're going to take the 2. What's the difference between you and me? I don't eat on stream. Well, look, typically I don't eat on stream either. But today, I got up, immediately started streaming. My sleep schedule is all over the place right now. I want to make that very, very clear. I was not going to make it until 9:30 with no food. Can I have a bite? You can have... Actually, no, I need it all. Is it true you chucked a meat pie at Pauline Hanson, by the way? No, I've seen Pauline Hanson once, and she just walked past me. Didn't chuck a meat pie, unfortunately. 5-1 to Belgium against who? Iran? Don't make me go for the bot, Leaguie. Hey, you're going for the bot. Right now, you're absolutely going for the bot. Cleary to put the Panthers in front by 2. He gets it 12 points to 10. Look, I'm also going for the bot, by the way. I would want the Cowboys to score the next try. But I don't think they will. That's nice that they're advertising tickets to particular matches. That's cool. He was reading the wrong ad. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. I feel like Fox are using AI with a lot of their production. It's Trummet was on Matty Johns and the header said he played between 1997 and 2005. That's hilarious. I think that they are more and more. I've seen them literally use it to generate graphics, right? Generate intros and stuff, which I'm not a fan of whatsoever. Because I used to really like what Fox were able to put together graphically. But yeah, the AI predicted the momentum tracker, which I believe is also AI, maybe? I think it does say that. I think it does say AI momentum tracker. So, yeah. USA up by 1 to Iran. USA are not playing Iran. USA are in our group. They played it against Turkey yesterday. Sorry, I've just seen Diddley Swear's comment. That's one less time than I've seen Pauline Hanson. First time she walked past me with her grandkids. Second time I walked past her while muttering Ranger. That's tough. That's very tough. I didn't notice it was Pauline. But it was funny. It was on the flight up to Magic Round this year. And she was sat right at the front of the plane in Economy Plus or whatever. Next to this young man who was, I don't know if he was one of her aides or whatever. But I was just thinking to myself, I would love to be in that man's seat. I would give heaps of money to be in that man's seat now. And just have a conversation. Just try and understand. And like, even though I think I would disagree with Pauline on like everything, or almost everything, I think it would be cool to have that captive conversation. Has Jake Clifford got that ball? I think Jake Clifford has got that ball. Jake Clifford, yes. He's got that ball. So this is the last. He nearly juggled it there. You know what isn't AI, though? The VB hard-earned index. The VB hard-earned index. I love the law around the VB hard-earned index is that no one knows how it works, and they should tell us how it works, and then they tell us how it works and we just forget. For once, please read the comments. Brother, I'm reading the comments all the time. Or sister, I don't know. You might be either. But I read the comments so much, bro. All right, Colga with a run. No, not that kind of 8. Diddlies. Not that kind of 8. Cleary with a run. Now through Luke Garner. We'll play it here on the last. We've had it about 7.5 minutes go in this second half. Hello there, Austin. Good to see you. Drinkwater with a solid catch there. So, 12 points to 10 it is. And Penrith really, after getting that penalty, they've got through their sets. But when you look at the alternate being go for the try there, which I thought might be what they would do, yeah, they haven't really made much of an imprint. I've never seen Pauline, but I live in Canberra, and one of my bucket list items is to play Pauline Pant down next to her. I don't even know what that is. But that would be funny. No, all good, Tree. Sorry, I don't mean to make you feel bad. Sorry, she. Yeah, I don't mean to make you feel bad. Fun fact, the Leaguie has just looked at my comment. It's true. I did just do that. You got me. You completely got me. All right, Toto with a solid catch there. That's funny. For the draw logo, they just put an NRL emblem. So Cowboys have beat Penrith, or not lost to Penrith in the last 3 meetings. That's insane. I did say that they can just come up with an upset, North Queensland. Who are you going for? North Queensland, for sure. For sure. But yeah, from a tipping perspective, I think Penrith will win. I have that song on my old iPod. I've never heard it. That's the I Don't Like It song. I still don't think I've heard that. Unbelievably. You know what? I did look at Benji's second comment. I did, and I was like, I'm going to pretend I didn't, but no, I can't do that to you. I can't do that to you. Jenkins, that's a knock-on, I reckon, from him. Yeah, knock-on the last. All right. I'm like 2/3 of the way through my little taco now. Have you heard the singer died? His name was Oliver Tree. I have heard of him. I don't think I'd ever heard any of his music, but I know he did a song with KSI, so I think that's how I heard of him back in the day. But, yeah, another helicopter accident. Alrighty. So it's Reed Marnie in a dummy half here. Played by Cotter. On to find Jake Clifford. It's a run from Jeremiah Nene, who was injured throughout most of the start of this season. Hasn't played Origin. Do you reckon he might be recalled for Game 3? With the way that he's gone so far today? Morning Glory or Master Plan? Morning Glory is my favorite song in the world. Master Plan is the best Oasis song. So it really depends what you're asking there. I think you're asking for which one's better, and I'm going Master Plan. Edwards to find Tommy Jenkins. He's done well. He's really added the whole kick return meter thing to his game throughout the end of last year and this year especially. Why did you look so tired in the AR Facebook part 2? My eyes were really messed up. I'd had some sort of reaction to something, and it took a long time to go away. Frankly, I'm not completely back to full eye strength. Oh, nearly intercepted there, Talangi. It's going to be a knock-on. So, yeah, it was a little bit of a miracle, frankly, that I managed to get it recorded at all. And it's going to be Cowboys ball. Let's see. So it's going to be knock-on from Edwards. No, sorry, from Alamotti. Yeah, that's a great call. Alamotti to Talangi, so it's a double knock-on, but it's going to be Cowboys ball. I was once on a flight with Barnaby. He was on the 3rd or 4th rum and coke by the time we landed. That sounds like Barnaby. That sounds like Barnaby. All right. So, 12 points to 10 it is. We've got half an hour left in this one there. Strapping up Braden Burns' head. Cowboys might have a very good opportunity here, just quietly. Could the AI potentially be correct? Thoughts on getting a new Blues coach next year? I think necessary, personally. Knock, knock. Who's there? All right, back from in fact, it's knocked on by Isaiah Papali'i. I thought it was back from the Cowboys. No. It's being touched by Isaiah Papali'i, so it's going to be Cowboys ball again off a scrum. You were crying too much at Brad Fittler's diagnosis. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the pass was forward there to Hylam Lukey. That's a really interesting one because you just know that it's going to be disregarded by everyone that said that the refs favoured Penrith in this game. You just know it. Knock, knock, who's that? Your mama? Your mama who? The Roosters are extremely adaptable. Whether it's Savala, Smith, or DC, Robertson knows what he's doing. I agree. I agree. We see how we adapted from half one to half two yesterday. Sounds like this is a bit of a shocker game. Yep. Leaguie, will you remember me in 6 days? Absolutely, I remember you in 6 days. I met Chris Bowen once, about as exciting as you'd imagine. Was he the Cowboys fullback back in the day? Wow, another knock on. Who would have thought? It was Penrith to start the game, but I tell you what, Cowboys have absolutely put in their own fair share of errors. 68% completion for Penrith, 75% for Cowboys. Not terrible, but I guess it's just in key moments. It's definitely not good. 68 is terrible. 75 is like, yeah, you don't want it. It's not good, but it's not egregious. That game, that Dolphins game, it was BS. Those tries were tries for the Finns. Look at replay. Nikorima got it down. Yeah, he got it down on the touchline. No. Nikorima absolutely put that ball down on the touchline, bro. For sure. With all due love and respect, I think there's a bit of bias in that one, Money God. Will you remember me in 6 weeks? I think I would remember you in 6 weeks, yeah. Your mama is cooked for good. Great joke. Brilliant joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Your mama. Your mama who? Your mama is cooked for good. Outstanding. She can cook very well, but I wouldn't want her being cooked. He made it in. The ball was not grounded in the field of play. The ball was grounded on the touchline. I saw it in my own eyes. I was at the game. All love and respect to you, brother. We got an angle from right in front that showed it very, very clearly.
Well, that's why you get the big
And was certainly a better angle than where you would have been sitting. Thank you, Brent.
Parramatta Leagues last night for a work party. My winnings from the pokies.
He's giving away his winnings too. Well, thank you so much, Brent. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Paraleaks is a good spot. It's a very good spot. I've been there a couple times. But thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying seeing your Penrith Panthers play. Literally just had to mute the stream and listen to the master plan. That comment was like a trigger. It's the best B-side of all time. Easily, in my opinion. Nene gets a ball out to Talangi. Back in field. I think it's being touched by Penrith. This should be Cowboys ball. Yeah, Money God. Okay. No, I can't show a photo of it on stream. But, unfortunately, this isn't actually a matter of opinion. There's photographic evidence of him putting that ball down on the touchline. You won the game, by the way. But, am I insane? Or other people? Can other people back me up here? He definitely grounded the ball on the touchline. I called it live, actually. I aura-farmed about it. That's a really funny comment, EB. What smells like carrot but is invisible? I don't know. What smells like carrot but is invisible? 6 month benchy, then we're pushing it a little bit more. They're pushing it a little bit more. True, but I swear he grounded it. True. There's photographic evidence that he didn't ground it, but I swear he did. Kick through. Edwards will be forced in goal. Good effort there. I think it was Talangi who came across there at the end. Saved it. That's another brilliant joke from Yushi. Brilliant joke. Yeah, Labour did very well. Edwards, I thought he'd survived there, but no, it was... in fact, it wasn't Talangi. It was, yeah, Scott Drinkwater did well. Over the top. There you can knock, knock. Who's there? Is it you in 6 months? Cleary went low there, and geez, brilliant play. Brilliant play from the Cowboys there. And it's going to be 6 more as well. John Bateman has done really well there. 6 more here for the Cowboys. Do you reckon Toto's safe for game 3? I heard he might not be. I think he is. I think he has to be. Oh, Leaguie close. No, Luke, in fact, not Leaguie. The former Penrith Panther. Won't score there. Cowboys, this is the best chance they have had in a while. Drink water. To find Purdue. Sets away from a couple there. He's got a bit of space around him. Purdue! Jeez, for a half moment, you thought he might have scored. Back here. They dummy through John Bateman. And he just takes the tackle there. Really stops that attack, unfortunately. Damn. I think this game has single-handedly killed my super coach season. That's rough from you, Jack. Kick it behind for a drink water. Purdue's there. And unfortunately, can't get it down in time. Jeez, the Cowboys. I tell you what, they're giving it their everything here. They really, really are. You forgot me? That's funny. That's a really funny setup. That's a really, really funny setup for you, Benji. That's a great joke. I like that. You forgot how I was at 6 minutes. That's brilliant. I like that from you. I really like that from you. I don't think I've heard that one before. I served a democracy sausage to Bill Shorten and his son. He took a photo for his Facebook and I was in it. That's very cool. Let's go. I've never had a democracy sausage. And I've only ever had one Bunnings snag as well. Excuse me. We are reviewing this. Is there potentially a thought of Talangi tackling Purdue without the ball? No contact, no contact. There's a bit of a push. Is it before the ball arrives? Yeah, it's alright. It'll be a 20-meter restart. Last game from the Cowboys was against the Warriors, but they sadly lost 38-20. I watched them. Yeah, in Christchurch. I remember that. Just got back from the game. What did I miss from this stream? Like including the Dolphins versus Warriors, like the most outstanding game I've seen in years. Nothing much. I ate a burrito. It's actually roti. That's actually more like a taco. But I just, yeah, put it together because I was hungry. Aside from that, you've really not missed a great deal. Oh, here we go. Also, Will Ashcroft was at the game and he missed the celebrity conversion 10 meters out from the goalpost. And when he was walking off, he took off the Fiends jersey. Also, there were so many mascots and there was a Stitch one from Lido with Stitch, a Wreck-It Ralph and Blippy. I don't know why in the name of the Lord and Savior Selvon Cobo he was there. Moses Liotta just with a little bit of a grubber through. Jeez, playing a bit of 6. Oh, Drinkwater pinning the ears back. He loves it, Scott Drinkwater. I don't know who Will Ashcroft is. I'm gonna have a Google of that. I hope that's not egregious. Will Ashcroft. Oh, Aussie Rules football player. No, never mind. I'm glad that I don't know who that is. There we go. That's genuine. That's a genuine moment for myself. That's me being true to being the Leaguie. All Fassifin Bombers men's games this weekend have been postponed due to the passing of their opposition, North Tigers player Jesse Sampek. Damn. I'm really sorry to hear that. Shout out Jesse Sampek. All the best to the people that he's left behind, his friends and family. Loki's through here. He nearly scores. He very nearly scores. What a try saver there. Yeah, geez, that's terrible for Jesse. I think that's a really classy touch from the Fassifin Bombers. Edwards saves a try there. Dylan Edwards, my brother in Christ.
He's everywhere, bro.
Man of the match today, I reckon. Holy. Sorry about that, Leaguie. I was on a call with the club doctors about my wrist. I'll have to have scans on Tuesday. Also be in Canberra Sunday and Monday. The doctor said I might be out for the rest of the season. My God, I'm sorry to hear that as well. That's devastating. I'm so sorry to hear that. Holy. That's really tough. And it's a big reason why I've often said I could never play the game of rugby league. Although I don't have the ability or talent. The toughness is a whole different thing. So I respect that you continue to have a love for the game even despite injuries like that. But that's really tough. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Leaguie, I only ever watch Super League when nothing else is on. It's horrible. Yet it is in my time zone. Also, DC, Sean Edwards returning to League as coach. I don't think I know who Sean Edwards is. It's going to be a Cowboys penalty here. I don't think that it's terrible, though. So Sean Edwards is a rugby union coach, but I think, did he formerly play a bit of league? Apparently, he'll make an immediate return to coaching. Coaching who? Oh, it's rugby union. I don't know. I really like the Super League. I don't know. I'm not just saying that to be performative. I genuinely really enjoy watching the Super League. It's a point of difference. The quality is certainly lower than the NRL, so I can understand that for sure, Terry. But, yeah. I don't know. Each to their own, I suppose. Drinkwater nearly through there. The Cowboys, they haven't, like, really, really closely run attempts. Anyway, they've got a full attacking set in front of them here. They've got a weight of possession. Surely they score here, I reckon. Dylan Edwards making more appearances than the real football? I think so, bro. Or sis, you know what I mean. Bro, but non-gendered. Thank you, Dean.
I accidentally sprayed deodorant in my mouth and now I talk in a weird accent.
That's brilliant. I love it. I love that. Clifford nearly scored a try as well there. It was 6-4 there for the North Queensland Cowboys, and they get a penalty. Are they tempted to take the 2? At this point in the game, I'd be very tempted to take the 2. But I reckon they would score if they kept going, but I don't think it's worth the risk. They are going to take the 2. Leaguie, who do you think will win the NRL? Anyone that's not saying Penrith Panthers, I think, is a little bit crazy. But I do think the grand final will be Panthers and Roosters. I don't think the Panthers' best is still ahead of them. I think that the Warriors... I don't know if the Warriors' best is still ahead of them. I think Dolphins' best can still be ahead of them. And I think Roosters' best is definitely still ahead of them. So, I think it's going to even up a lot more towards the back end. We are flying as well, but I should be back for the finals. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll have to use my right fingers. Just get it all strapped up and get some needles in there, bro. That is an ominous comment that the Panthers' best is ahead. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is ahead. Yeah, did League, so I'm sure that meant bugger. That could have gone very wrong. That could have gone very, very wrong. Anyway. Jeez, we have an entire other game left. Bro, my head's not working. It ain't working, bruv. Clifford. To get it up to a level game with 17.5 minutes to go. Clifford hits it. Clifford gets it. 12 points all up there in Townsville. You're born in Fiji? That's very cool. Were you born in Suva or a different place? Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
Money God 164 yet just redeemed. Change the background color. Change it to red as the Dolphins will win the Norm Provan Summons Trophy, aka the Premiership. We will be the second team in QLD and the NRL to have win the Premiership in 4 years.
Red it is. And you said you'll be the second team in Queensland and the NRL to have the Premiership in 4 years. Oh, you mean like, oh, win the comp within your first 4 years? I'm like, you're the second Queensland team in 2 years. The second Brisbane team in 2 years. You might do it. You're good enough to do it. Certainly good enough to do it. My throat is still sore from shouting "to not redeem" for 10 minutes. Cal, stop making me shout in frustration at the TV, please. I love that for you, though. I love that for you. All right, pass back there to find Purdue. Oh, thank you, Dean.
Grandma's been staring through the window ever since it started to snow. If it gets any worse, I'll have to let her in.
Dean, I swear down, brother. That's outrageous. Poor grandmother. Tyler with a good catch there. I love that joke, but wow. Thank you for the $8, though. What are we up to for this individual game? $22. We had about 17 over the last stream as well. So that's brilliant stuff. Thank you so much. I also don't know what's going on with Izzy Katoa. He dislocated his wrist. They're going to send him for scans. They did manage to get it back in, which I think is a good thing. But NRL physio says 4 to 8 weeks. Wow. All right. On the halfway line here, Talangi will put a ball up in the air. 15 minutes left in this second half. 12 points all. What an ending we've got. Look, I said that it's a game that had intrigue. And frankly, I did think deep down that Penrith would go on and win it comfortably. But they really have not done so. They really have not done so. I'm scared Cowboys will win, but we all know Panthers come back. They do tend to. They do tend to. My bank is screaming, do not redeem every time I super chat. You have no obligation to give me anything, brother. No one here does. No one here does. Papa Leaguie's down in back play here. By the way, views are up to 2002. Shout out year I was born. When one of my streams hits 2,000 views, that's like brilliant. So thank you so much, everyone who's here at the moment. I really do appreciate you. Let's see. It was just, yeah, down in back play there after the Jason Tabalolo barnstorming run. Oh, by the way, it was a try-saving tackle when I did my wrist. At least I saved the try. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. How much did you win the game by? If it's within 6, bro, that's... wow. Bumper bar from Jason. So you reckon it could be a penalty against Cowboys here? I didn't actually look specifically at the arm there. But probably will come from the field here. Set for a HIA. He plays it now. Yeah, that replay is being shown, and I don't see a bumper bar. What happened to Cobbo? I don't remember exactly. I don't think anything happened to Cobbo. We scored the winning try at the end. All right, played there by Jason Tamalolo. Want to find Ruben Cotter. Hit hard there by the Penrith defenders. He went off? It must have been right at the very, very end. But I'm not sure. Ty with a good catch there. You look at the field goal kickers. Both these sides have brilliant ones. Nathan Cleary obviously speaks for himself. We saw him nearly kick it from 55 out. Tongan underpants, by the way, on Paul Alamotti. But Scott Drinkwater, he can hit them. Edwards knocks on. Edwards knocks on. And honestly, like, they're not going to be doing it, but at this point in the game already, I'm thinking one. I'm thinking just make the opposition a point behind. The pass was out in front of Dylan Edwards, and he couldn't rein it in. What a moment. What a moment. Holy. Huge. Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
Rugby 02 just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
Oh, yes. Hokobo did go off for a HIM. He did. You're right. So I'm thinking like the end of the game, and I'm like, did he go off after the try was scored? I don't remember. Tiger says, I reckon Cowboys win from here. I got to say, I've got a little feeling. I've got a little feeling about it. You know? Little feeling. All right, run there from Tom McKaylee. Field goal season now. I'm a very early field goal taker. I think that there's like a lot of merit in just making the opposition panic a little bit because they're 1 point behind. I'd take it right now, but they're not going to. Luke gets it to Clifford. Oh, and they've knocked on through Nano. Gee, tell you what, they could have used a field goal at that point. Anyway, Lussick with it. Austin ain't happy. Tungy in the corner. Cowboys win. Trust. Well, not on that play. Not on that play. A man went to a seafood market fully oiled up and in his underwear. The security guard came up to him. Muscles, David. Flex your muscles. I see. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. As in not like muscles, but as in like the seafood. That's good stuff. Why does my head-to-head fantasy opponent have Liafi from Manly on the starting side? Don't know, Brev.
Sub to the Bondi Beta for his return, please.
I ain't returning. Thank you for the $3, but I ain't returning. Martin is knocked on. I don't think in their entire, like, dynasty that they put together at the Penrith Panthers that I've seen them handle the ball as poorly as they have in this game. Cleary did great there, and Martin, yeah, geez, he looked to try and get a pass away. Really should have just pinned the ears back. Good offload from Cleary. It's almost the opposite of what you normally see. A back rower running through the line, getting an offload to a little half, but opposite of that. How bad are we playing? For real? Very bad. Very, very bad. Change the background color is broken. It won't work. It's not broken. There's a timeout on it. So, it can only be redeemed every 10 minutes. And I only changed the background color for 5 minutes. So, yeah. I ain't doing it, dude. I ain't doing it. Nuh-uh. Mostly because I don't have the login to that channel anymore. I have no idea how to log into the Bondi beta. Not a clue. So, it's going to be difficult for me to do that. Drink water with a pass. Oh, sorry. Dummy there. Just takes a tackle. 10 left. You start thinking field goal now. I was on board with field goal within 14 minutes, bro. Luke Keary says it's within 8 minutes. I don't agree with that. Last time these two played was a draw in Townsville. Could well be the case again. Sonny Luke dummies goes himself. They tempted to have a stab of it here. No, Tamalolo will give it to Purdue, who just slips over. Does get an offload away. He didn't mean to slip over, obviously. There's numbers out there for them, though. They put a kick in. And Liam Martin pulled out. And it's going to be a penalty, Cowboys. Penalty, Cowboys. Penalty, Cowboys. Penalty, Cowboys. Penalty, Cowboys. Penalty, Cowboys. And they'll kick that one. Who needs field goal when you can kick a penalty goal? Oh, boys. Want to see how bad Hornets are going? Which Hornets? I only know Charlotte Hornets. And, oh no, Brentford are the Bees. Who's the Hornets? Watford are the Hornets. Yeah, Sonny Luke was pulled out of that play by Liam Martin. Take two, honestly, 100%. Oh, no doubt at all they take the two here. Yeah. Pine Central Holy Spirit Hornets? What? Is that a team? Jason Tavalolo to kick the penalty goal. I don't think so. I don't think so. Pine Central Holy Spirit Hornets is an insane name, but I'll roll with it. This cannot be the scoreline. What the hell, 12-all? Yeah, and Cowboys are about to kick for the lead with less than 9 minutes to go, despite what the clock says. If Cliffo misses this, I swear to God, he ain't missing this, bro. He ain't missing this. You can chill. He ain't missing this. Not a chance he misses this. Not even commentator's curse can make him miss this, because he ain't missing this. Hits it. Bang. 14 points to 12. And I tell you what, normally the soundbite doesn't play for a goal, but I play it for that one.
Come on the Cowboys, come on the Cowboys.
Now you can pull off an upset, can't they? A lot of work to do, still 8.5 minutes, but it's looking good. It is looking good. If you had to return to do scam baiting and had to start fresh, what's your name going to be? Canberra Scammer? That's brutal. It would not be Canberra Scammer, no. Wouldn't be Bondi Beta, though, obviously, either. The Beatty? That's not terrible. That's not the worst thing. Time sync, 7:55 left on the clock. Come on, the Cowboys, come on. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to play that song at the end of the game. Now in the hands of Tamalolo. 7.5 minutes to go. They could just hold the ball and defend their way to a victory here. Cleary can kick them from 2-point range. We know this. Drink water now. Find Purdue. Takes the tackle there. Master Beta would not be. Have they scored?
Well,
Have they scored?
big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
Food for thought, brains, zombie only.
Mate.
You just need one good play.
Cowboys have won.
Come on the Cowboys, come on the Cowboys.
Clifford with a kick up over the top, and Jeremiah Nene went up for it, came down with it. Was it Danny who said that he would score two? And he scores two. Jeez. We saw Jacob Laban get a try aerially earlier on in this stream. Last game, and I was like, you know who else is good at the air? Jeremiah Nene. 2 hours later, I'm commentating Jeremiah Nene scoring a brilliant aerial try to win the game for North Queensland if this goal is kicked. Look, there's still a bit to play. Might have gone off a bit early, but I reckon Clifford gets this. I reckon Clifford gets this. Oh my days. Wow. How good. How good. You know what's funny? Penrith is still going to be 4 points clear of everyone else. But still, wow. Wow. The AI was right. Cal's next try. I can't believe that was the next try. Of course. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. AI better than man. Can confirm. I said 2 or more, I know ball. Yeah, I mentioned you. I mentioned you. Wow. Clifford to kick this. If he gets it, the game's as good as won. Clifford. Oh, for your life. For your life. 13 points to 12. 8 points is the margin. North Queensland are sitting pretty. And Penrith, look, it's got to be said, it's one of the worst performances I've seen in a very long time, but that's not going to matter to any Cowboy fan today. It's not going to matter to any of them. What a result for the North Queensland Cowboys in a game where I said coming into it, if they win this, I reckon they make the finals, and they've got the job done. I ain't tipping against it to make the finals from here, that's for sure. Short kick off there from Cleary. What a catch from Braden. What a catch from Braden Burns. This sport is fundamentally stupid, bro. What a game we had for the first one. And even that, this one's been really, really interesting to watch. Hell yeah. Wow, Todd Ball is fully alive. It might well be. It might well be. Tamalolo with a good run. Very good run. In his milestone game. If they could just get to a kick, they will soak up a heap of time. We got a whistle there. No, they can't get to the kick. It's a knock on Drinkwater. They should challenge it. They should challenge it. They've got to challenge up their sleeve. Yep, they're going to. Are they not? I thought Cotter put in a challenge then. All right. Huge set coming up. Huge set coming up. Are you coming to QCB? Me personally, nah. Bit far away. I live in Canberra. But I would love to go up and see a game there one day. It's one of very few NRL stadiums that I have not yet seen a match at. In fact, Suncorp's the only stadium, Queensland stadium, that I have been to. Alright, staying down there in the tackle is Liam Martin. He's got a fair bit of claret coming out of the nose there. People keep sleeping on us versus Pennies. We've been their bogey side for years. Look, in my own personal offense, I did say Cowboys are capable of doing funky things up there in Townsville.
Live Bobcat a reaction cam.
Okay. Jono says, Penrith are still a chance of winning this game. Oh, mate, don't say that, because that irritates me. I'll punch blokes in the mouth for saying that. Oh, what a catch. What a catch, Braden Burns. He's come up with 2 brilliant catches, and that was an intercept. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. McKaylee with a run. Can McKaylee cap off the day with a try per chance? We'll see. Luke in the dummy half. Gets it to Jason Tabalolo. What a run from him. What a run from him. They're celebrating up there in Townsville. They'll be up long into the night. Luke gets it to Drinkwater. Will just take a tackle himself there. Has Tabalolo not scored since 2022? What the hell? That's ages. Alright, Purdue. Finding Chester underneath. Takes a tackle there. Here we go. This is the last. 3.5 minutes to go. Luke gets it to Clifford. Stands at the tackle. He'll score. He'll score. He'll score. Jake Clifford. No, it's going to be ruled a no try. I think he got it. I don't know what the issue is. It goes up as a no try. I thought he got it for sure. I am very confident that he scored this. Let's see. See, Yo tackled him. He's close, he's close, he's close. Yeah, he scored. He scored. If I spam the words of the emoji and the change the background color, will I get timed out? I'm going to say yes. I don't really know exactly what you mean, but please don't spam in general. Bro, again, don't doubt my refereeing abilities here. That's a try, bro. That's a try. Try time. It's 24-12. It's going to be a 13-plus victory in the end for North Queensland. What a result. What a result. And they are absolutely every inch of a finals quality team in 2026. I tipped them very, very low this season. I didn't think they had the forwards to do it, but the likes of Jason Taumalolo, Tom McHaley, Cohen Hess, Hylam Lukey, and now Jeremiah Nene as well with the double have carried them way more than I personally had expected to a brilliant win up there in Townsville. Holy. That's brilliant. Give Tabalolo the kick. It's a bit of a tough one for him. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Look, it's tight, but like they're still able to at this point level it up in 2 scores. A miracle could happen. A miracle could happen. You don't give it to Tamalolo here. Clifford now. Holy. To line up a conversion here. Clifford hits it. And Clifford's got it. I didn't even award the try yet. Didn't even award the try. That's how excited I got about Jake Clifford. 26 points to 12. What a game. What a game. Lily says Roosters win and Panthers possibly lose. That's the best week ever. It's been good. It's been very, very good. Mega says, shake my head, dude. Hey. Look. You've won so many games. Penrith, you've won so many games. Give one to the Cowboys. Knock on there from Jenkins, and Cowboys recover the ball. It's all right, Tommy Jenkins, a little ginger. Not referring to him, referring to his state. That's really funny. The gate has opened up for the Finns. It has. Watson says, I'm so proud of the Cows, as you absolutely should be. As you absolutely should be. Cows winning the comp. Okay, let's not get too far. Back-to-back losses for us? Yeah, for sure. For sure. And really, next to being Origin affected, there's a solid chance that South Sydney could get one over you. I wouldn't put that beyond them whatsoever. A full-strength Penrith at that too. Sit down, you little chin boy. It is a full-strength Penrith. I thought they'd come out a completely different side to the one that played the Titans. They've been so poor in this game. And the Cowboys, as they get it to Drinkwater, Chester, that's back. They're going to score again. No, it's a forward pass. It's a forward pass. They're celebrating it, though. They don't know. Connor's saying challenge. You can't challenge a forward pass. Jeez, I tell you what, that was scintillating rugby league. Was forward, yeah, for sure. Damn. Congrats to Tamalolo for his 30th game. Yes, it's Tamalolo's 30th game of his career. Well done. Nah, 300th, obviously. Good stuff. Ownage pranks, Dean? Are they still doing their thing? That was a while ago that I used to watch that. Damn. Warriors, Dolphins, and Panthers will be top 3 at the end of the year. I don't agree. I think Roosters will be in the top 3. But that's me and my own personal bias. Do you think South should offer Latrell a new $1.5 million contract? Does his quality make up for the injury record? Not $1.4 million, no. No. I think that those are very specific polls, WTF. I don't think that's actually really true. Wow. Look at that. What a game. and they get around Jason Tamalolo, the one club man. They love him up there. The Cowboys embrace one another for a famous North Queensland victory. What a win up there at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. It's their home. It's been their home for a while now, and they've made it a fortress throughout the years gone by, and this year in particular. How good has it been? This is a brilliant result. 13 plus against the Penrith Panthers, who are the red-hot premiership favourites, who until last week had lost one game all year. To get this one, they've got one foot in the finals. Let me tell you, there's a long way to go. A long, long way to go. There's a lot that could go wrong. But you look at the games that they should win and the games that they should probably lose. This is a game they should have probably lost, and they got the job done. All right, we will switch over to the next game. I actually am going to disappear for a little bit. Normally, I don't like to do this, but I've got a friend of mine. There's an event that's running upstairs, and she's leaving. I think tomorrow, maybe. I'm going to go say goodbye to her. So I'm going to go for a little bit. I'm going to give you guys, though, I'm going to switch over to the new stream. It will say stream starts soon, and we'll get into Manly versus Melbourne. I'll be back before kickoff, so no stress at all. No stress about it. All right. On YouTube, just sit tight, and you'll be directed straight through to the next one. See you in a sec. All right. See you, Twitch people. Back in about 5 minutes.